From the field house at Richland Center High School, it's girls basketball on Hornet Replay. Hello everyone, I'm Rod Perry along with Ryan Zolik and our camera operator Deidre Perry, set to bring you tonight's SWC contest, the opening conference contest of the season, as the Richland Center Hornets host the Platteville Hillmen. This telecast is brought to you by our many fine area sponsors. Richland Family Prescription Center, where they have the best drugs in town, would like to thank their many friends who trust them to manage their health. And they wish all high school students success in their co-curricular activities. The Richland Family Prescription Center, where you and your family always come first. The Richland County Bank in downtown Richland Center is proud to support all local area students. Providing complete financial services, they're located at 101 West Court Street in downtown Richland Center and feature convenient drive-through banking facilities. Stop in or visit richlandcountybank.com, or you can call 647-6306. Serving the Richland County area since 1881, the Richland County Bank, member FDIC. Well, the Platteville Hillmen are 1-1 for the season. The Richland Center Hornets have 1 win and 2 losses. But the Hornets are coming off a win over La Crosse Central on Tuesday night, while Platteville is suffering from a loss, a 49-48 defeat by Benton Schulzberg. So I don't know how that will affect the attitude of the teams, but it's got to put the Hornets on a little bit of a high.
Yeah, that's for sure, especially, looking at the non-conference schedule that the Hornets had, as we talked about in the previous game, as Hornets make their way onto the court, as, they're playing these tough Division I and II schools, and it's really going to come through, I think, for them later down the stretch, and then if they can pick up a couple wins, it's just a bonus for the team.
Well, looking at who scored for Platteville, we'll be seeing these young ladies in a few minutes, but their scoring was led by Holly Casper. Holly is a 5'8" senior, and she had a dozen against Benton Schulzberg. Cassie Hamer, can't find her here. She's a 5'5" senior. She had 10 points, and Sierra Brecky also had 10. Sierra is a junior, 5'7". So they were the top scorers, the scorers in double figures for Platteville in their last game. Looking at the Hornets, it was Brooklyn Legal and Brooke Peterson leading the way for Richland Center against La Crosse Central. And with 10 points apiece, nobody else was in double figures, but the Hornets doing a fine job there, leading 9-5 after the first quarter, 19-12 after at halftime, and they just outscored Central 10-3 in the third period. The Red Raiders had a 15-11 advantage in the final period, but it was not enough, and the Hornets won at 40-30.
Yeah, it's amazing. The Hornets kept them in single scoring digits those first 3 quarters of the game, and I think their defense is definitely one of their stronger parts of this team, especially coming into the season. That's something that Coach Board definitely emphasizes year in and year out, is playing a tough defense.
Yeah, and as you said, you have a loss against Sauk Prairie. Yeah, you have a loss against Cuba City, but then when you can pick up a win against a big school like La Crosse Central, it's not so bad. So.
No, it's not, and this Platteville squad is definitely not going to be no easy task coming into tonight. This Platteville program has definitely been on the rise over the last few years and was in a conference title contention last season, along with Richland Center and I believe Dodgeville. Dodgeville won the conference last year. They bring back another tough squad coming into this tough SWC season.
Yeah, Dodgeville's 4-0 in the early season here.
With a new coach.
Yeah, with a new coach. Lancaster is 2-0. Prairie du Chien 2-1. And then Platteville 1-1. Richland Center 1-2, and River Valley 1 win and 3 losses.
Yeah, when it comes to high school basketball, sometimes the overall record doesn't really explain the whole picture, especially with the out-of-conference schedule that the Hornets play. You know, they're always going to come into conference games. Definitely going to be one of the favorites, especially on their home court.
Yep. So, we get the conference underway tonight. It's Platteville at Richland Center coming up. The Pratt Funeral and Cremation Service serves the entire Richland Center area. Families in need turn to Pratt's for caring, compassionate assistance with all preparations. They've been helping area families for more than 125 years. The Pratt Funeral and Cremation Service, Richland Center, the Gottiger Pratt Funeral Home in Muscadet, and the Sealand Houston Funeral Home in Lafarge, always striving to satisfy every family wish and need. Ed's Family Foods, downtown Richland Center, providing a full line of grocery items along with full-service meat, produce, and bakery departments. Serving the community since 1987, Ed's provides full-service bagging with carry-out to your car, a friendly, courteous, and knowledgeable staff, and welcomes any special orders. 5% senior discount for 60 and older every Tuesday, and a 5% discount Saturdays and Sundays on orders of $50 or more, excluding tobacco and alcohol products. On the web at edsfamilyfoods.com with a weekly online ad, coupons, recipes, and more. Also on Facebook and Twitter. Ed's Family Foods, downtown Richland Center. So there we have the starting lineups. We're ready for SWC action for the winter sports season to begin. And with the call, here is Ryan Zolik.
Thanks, Rod. Great to be here at the Fieldhouse and looking for a great basketball game. between two really great teams coming in to open up the SWC play. Couldn't ask for a better way to open it up against the Platteville Hillmans. There'll definitely be a test, and we'll see how far this Hornet squad has come in the early part of this season.
It'll be a good test. A very young Hornet team, and we know that the season's going to get better as it goes along.
Yes, it is. As Steve Board makes his final comments as they get set for tip-off. Madison Reisner doing the job for the Hornets, and we are underway as Platteville will retain possession. They will have chance of getting on the board first here tonight. Ashley Booten with the ball for Platteville, passes it up to Brittany Crispin. And we have a traveling call right away, so great job by Brooklyn Legal with the defense as the Hornets do a great job getting a battle win right off the get-go against this Platteville squad. That's going to be key for the Hornets. Can this defense come through? And just like they did the other night against La Crosse Central. Working it as the pass gets to Madison Reisner. She slips and will be called for a travel. So turnover for the Hornets. So as both teams turn it over early on.
Yeah, Hannah Digman stumbled down on the other end, and now a slip there for Reisner, and kind of evens things up here.
Hornets playing in zone defense to start out the game. We'll see how Platteville responds with that as they get another turnover as this Hornet squad. So great start for the Hornets in this contest. There's Cassidy Whitney for three, just off the rim, and rebounded by Platteville.
Nice rebound there by Booten, Ashley Booten.
That's Hannah Digman handing it off to Holly Casper. Back to Cassie Hamer. As she tries finding a drive, almost travels with the ball. Might have got away with one there. As the pass sails over the top of Ashley Booten. So some early jitters for this Platteville squad, which has given this Hornet program some fits in the last couple of years. As they get it down low, as it rims off for Holly Casper. Nice rebound for the Hornets. As Brooklyn Legal drives it down, almost steps out of bounds, gets it over to Madison Reiser, and she does a great job down low to get the layup, and the Hornets take an early 2-0 lead. As we hit the 6-minute mark of the first quarter here at the RCHS Fieldhouse. Conference opener for both teams, the Hornets and the Hillmen. Down low, our Platteville, and goes in for Cassie Hamer, so the Platteville Hillmen respond and tied up at 2 apiece. Madison Reisner gets it across the timeline, back to Brooklyn Legal. She's going to go for three, and she banks it in. The bank is open tonight for Brooklyn Legal, as that makes a 5-2 Hornet lead. That's something we didn't see in the opening game from their home opener, as Platteville tries to respond, and it will hit nothing and go out of bounds back to the Hornets. That's something you want to see, Brooklyn Legal hitting her threes, and she was off to a slow start to begin the season. So Platteville tries pressuring this Hornet squad as the Hornets get across the timeline. Brooklyn Legal finds Cassidy Whitney, but nowhere to go. Nice job. She's going to go for another three. Back-to-back threes as Brooklyn Legal 8-2 as we had 5 minutes left in the opening quarter. There's the offense that we come to know from Brooklyn Legal. Tough pressure by the Hornets as Brooklyn Legal is going to get called with a foul now. So that will be the first foul of the game coming up. Brooklyn Legal.
Since 1955, Wirtz Plumbing and Heating has delivered superior experience, quality, and reliability to Richland Center and surrounding communities. With today's uncertain utility costs, they offer Bryant's hybrid heat system, the most economical solution for indoor heating and cooling, because it automatically chooses between gas and electric, whichever is the most economical form of energy available. To learn more, call Wirtz Plumbing and Heating, Highway 80 North, Richland Center. Bryant, whatever it takes. At the Philback family of dealerships, our philosophy translates to exceptional service, money-saving specials, and the top Chevrolet, Ford, Buick, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and pre-owned vehicle inventory, plus the best selection and price to our southern Wisconsin area customers. New auto sales, pre-owned vehicles, auto service and repair, auto parts and accessories, even our own car financing, auto loans, and leasing department. Conveniently located in Highland, Boscobel, and Richland Center, and home of the lifetime engine warranty, the Philback family of dealerships, where the customer is first since 1948.
As we see a full substitution from Jim Longer, head coach of the Platteville Hillmen, not happy with his starting five, and he substitutes all five. Interesting move. At 4:44 left of the first quarter. Working it up top now is Lexi Buden. Nice job by Madison Reisner, but can't handle the ball, and it will go out of bounds.
Good pressure by the Hornets.
Yeah, so far they're doing a great job on both ends of the ball so far. And we've seen the progress already in just the last couple of weeks. You know, they're getting some nice ball movement as the three coming up is going to be just short for Sierra Breckel. Another ball rims out for Platteville. Fighting down low, Madison Reisner comes up with the rebound. And the pass sails over the top of Lexi Ewing. Had her wide open was Cassidy Whitney. So Hornets take an early 8-2 advantage in this contest tonight. Opening up SWC play. A very early conference match in the season. So that's Maddie Carroll. Passes it over as stumbling is Platteville in the lane as they get it off to number 4. She airballs it. Claire Tashner as rebounded by Rachel Emmendorfer, and she gets the putback. So 3 chances for the Hillmen. Hornets struggling on that rebound. It's now 8-4 Richland Center. Let's see if the Hornets, again, they're going inside out. Had Brooke Peterson for a second, but great reaction time by Platteville as they knock it out of bounds.
Lexi Ewing feeding inside to Peterson, but a couple of Hillmen got in the way.
So Brooklyn Legal thought about going for another 3, but decides to take it off. Brooke Peterson down low. Hornets doing a great job, but deflected as number 5, Rachel Emmendorfer, gets her second bucket of the night and gets back within 2 as the Hillmen at 8-6. And we got a foul coming up against the Hillmen. That will be their team's first. And first foul on Claire Tashner. Familiar names are Tashner, Emmendorfer. In the volleyball world, we've seen earlier in the
Budens.
The Budens.
Yep.
So a lot of familiarity between these two squads, just now playing in different sports. As looks like we'll have another foul coming up on Platteville, Claire Tashner. So she will pick up the team's second foul and her second personal foul.
3:09 to go in the first quarter.
Hornets did have an 8-2 advantage, but Platteville has managed to get the last 4 points. It's now 8-6. Hornets have done a great job passing the ball. Just been a little bit late. Here's Brooklyn Legal. This time airballs it. Trying to save it is Lexi Ewing, but can't. So Platteville doing a great job after the Hornets got out to such a hot start.
Yep.
But the Hornets are making some great passes, and we'll see if they can finally find that person down low. So Claire Tashner has the ball, also with 2 fouls. As she tries passing it, no one, as Madison Reiser steals it and tries. She drives and is fouled. So Madison Reiser coming big on the defense early on in this game.
Fouls on Rachel Emmendorfer, her first, the third on the team.
So shooting 2 is Madison Reisner. And the first one comes up short. And number 2 rattles in, and that will give the Hornets a 9-6 advantage. 2:42 remaining in the first quarter. Just getting underway here at the RCHS Fieldhouse, trying to find the Hillman down low, but nowhere to go. And another turnover on Platteville. That was Sierra Brecky trying to get down low. Couldn't handle the ball. Hornets trying to set something up on offense again. Brooklyn Legal wide open from downtown. This time is too long and rebounded by Platteville. So she started 2 for 2 of the night. Nice drive by Lexi Budin, as she is fouled and gets the bucket. She can tie it up for Platteville. Listed as 5'5", and she's definitely not afraid to drive the lane. Foul coming up on Brooklyn Legal. That is her second, team second. So not what you want to see for Coach Board. Brooklyn Legal with 2 fouls early on.
That happened at Sauk City?
Yeah, I believe so. And she had to sit quite a bit. So for the tie, the free throw in and out for Lexi Budin, and rebounded by Madison Reiser. She brings it up the far side. Brooklyn Legal not afraid to shoot the 3, wide open, and it is good for Brooklyn Legal. She makes up for that foul, as it's now 12-8 Richland Center. And it's going to be taken away by Brooklyn Legal down low. So another turnover on Platteville tonight. Legal over to Peterson. Back to Legal. Reisner in the far side. Brooklyn Legal's going to shoot another 3, and it is good. 15-8 Richland Center. Is that her?
They can't stop her. She gets open.
She is, Platteville's going to have to adjust, as another foul is coming up against the Hornets, as Ashley Booten now drives lane and gets fouled on the shot.
Fouls on Brooke Peterson.
4 threes tonight already for Brooklyn Legal. I think that's as much as she's had throughout the season so far. As the first free throw is no good. Hornets have an early 7-point advantage over Platteville, 15-8. Just over a minute to go in this opening quarter. And the second shot is good for Ashley Budin. It's now 15-9. Richland Center. Brooklyn Legal bringing it across the timeline. Reisner inside. There's the drive and a foul. So a lot of fouls in this first quarter. A lot of free throws as well. So this one is coming up against Holly Casper. That is her first, team's 4th. As Madison Reisner goes to the line to shoot 2. First one is long.
So Madison is 1 out of 3 so far from the free throw line. She has 3 points in the game. And
she sinks the second one as we have a substitution for the Hornets. as Lexi Ewing will come in and Brooklyn Legal will get to rest the final minute as the Hornets have a 16-9 lead over Platteville. Conference opener for both teams tonight. Ashley Button has the ball, passes it to Cassie Hamer, who gets it off to Ashley Button. So they're working the perimeter right now as Platteville. Hornets doing a great job down low, denying the pass. Platteville's shot is way off the mark, and we'll have a jump ball. Nice job by Paige Perkins to get the jump ball back to Richland Center. So Platteville struggling against this Hornet defense, as we will see Brooke Peterson and Brooklyn Legal come back into the ball game. Coach Ford getting an opportunity to get them back in for probably one final possession, as we see a full court press now from the Platteville Hillman. Nice job, as we've seen some tough presses early on in this season. Hornets have. Platteville traveling called for Brittany Crispin.
20 seconds, 20.5.
Hornets going to look for one final shot, or take the best shot they can. So we had 10 seconds. Trying to work it inside as the ball's batted away. Here's Platteville. They can't control it. 3 seconds. 2, 1. And there's the final horn. No shot. And after one quarter here, the RCHS Fieldhouse, it's Richland Center 16, Platteville 9.
Engineering work, building design. Since 1980, Woodland Consultants Incorporated of Richland Center has served local individuals, municipalities, businesses, and industry with the finest services available. Call Larry Fowler at 647-2191 to discuss your next project. Located at 755 Valley View Drive, it's Woodland Consultants Incorporated, supporting the Hornets. Williams and Pierce Family Dental Practice, located right downtown in Richland Center. Regular checkups are the key to a brighter smile. Make a program of professional dental care from Williams and Pierce a family habit. Phone 647-3993 for Williams and Pierce Family Dental Practice.
So welcome back to the Richland Center High School Fieldhouse. We are in second quarter action. Hornets leading 16-9. Did a great job in that opening quarter of play. We'll see if this defense can hold Platteville again. There's a 3-shot, rims out, and it will go to Richland Center. So great job by the Hornets. A one and done for Platteville. We'll see if they can get it in. Working on the pressure, as the Hornets will now turn it over. Picked up by Sierra Breckel. Down low, shot blocked.
Reisner.
Nice job, but rebounded by Platteville. This time rebounded by Reisner.
Boy, she doesn't play like a freshman.
No, she doesn't. That's for sure. She's been all over both defense and offense for the Hornets tonight. So Hornets off the legal. She's going to take a quick shot, and it rims out. Reisner battling down low, but rebounded by Platteville as they bring it up court. Alexi Budin, nice job as she drives lane, and she will get the foul called. Nice little give and go by Platteville.
Fouls on 25, Madison Reisner. Her first. Fourth on the Hornet team. That evens the team fouls.
So shooting two is Lexi Budin. And the first one is good. That brings them back within 6 points of the Hornets at 16-10. 7:04 remaining in the second quarter. Shot number 2, it rims out, but getting the rebound down low is Platteville. Fighting for the ball. No one can come up with it. This time Claire Tashner does, but she is called with a travel. So Platteville got the best of the Hornets that time, but a big break are the Hornets as Brooklyn Legal cannot find a Hornet, and she has to call timeout. Hornets lead 16-10 with 6:55 in the second.
TitleWorks LLC Richland Center offers accurate, efficient, and confidential real estate title services to the greater Richland County area. Let Mark Crary, managing member, and his staff at TitleWorks LLC give you peace of mind when you make that all-important property purchase. See them at 161 North Central Avenue, Richland Center, or call 647-7900. TitleWorks LLC, proud to support our local youth. Walsh's Ace Farm, Home, and Hardware is your one-stop shop for everything under one roof. Walsh's Ace Hardware is available to serve your farm and home needs. Stop by the place where community comes together. Conveniently located off Highway 14 on Bowman Drive East in Richland Center, and also in Muscadet, Portage, and Ace of La Crosse.
So the Hornets struggling against this press by Platteville. We've seen that against a very tough Cuba City squad. As Claire Tachner hits it out of bounds, trying to get it to Madison Reisner. So Brooklyn Legal trying to get it in. Going long, not the best of options to Madison Reisner, and it's going to be turned over. Picked up by Rachel Emmendorfer. Off to Maddie Carroll. This time Lexi Buden. As they shoot another three, just air balls that again is Platteville. They have not come close to the three tonight so far. And rebounded by Madison Reisner. There's Brooklyn Legal. Again, three, and it's nothing but net for Brooklyn Legal. As it's 19-10 now. Hornets get back to 9-point advantage. I believe that's their largest lead of the night.
5 triples for Brooklyn so far.
An amazing performance thus far by Brooklyn Legal as it's turned over by Platteville. Getting it up to Lexi Ewing. Off to Cassidy Whitney. Cannot follow through though, as it will go off of Platteville. So Cassidy Whitney just couldn't get the roll, as it looks like we will see a 5-player substitution again by Jim Loinger. So the Hornets get it down to Brooke Peterson. She goes up for the shot and is fouled. Great job by Brooke Peterson, assisted by Cassidy Whitney that time, trying to build a double-digit lead.
Foul is on Hannah Digman, her first. 5th team foul.
And the first free throw rims out. Coming in for the Hornets is Paige Perkins. We'll also see another substitution. She comes in for Brooklyn Legal. She'll get some rest time. Probably didn't see a double-digit lead early on coming into this game, as Brooke Peterson misses the second one as well. So still just a 9-point lead with 5.5 minutes to go in the second quarter, as Platteville takes another three. That's Ashley Buden, but rebounded by Brittany Crispin. So a second opportunity coming up for this Platteville squad. Struggling offensively tonight. There's the shot, and it's nothing but net for Holly Casper. That brings them back within 7 at 19-12. 5 minutes left in the first half. Trying to get it down low. Back to Paige Perkins out. A very short squad in right now for the Hornets. Inside out as the Hornets try to get it to Cassidy Whitney. Struggles with the pass, and it will be turned over back to Platteville.
Yep, that was way too high for her to reach.
Here's another three coming. Misses badly again is Ashley Booten. And wide open down low is Lexi Ewing, and she's going to, it's rims out. Lexi Ewing. Those are probably the toughest shots, that's what I'm told.
Yep. And then she commits the frustration foul.
Yes.
At the end, her first. And 5 on the Hornets. So the team fouls are even. We have 4:20 to go in the half.
So an interesting lineup as the Hornets get another turnover. An interesting lineup as both Brooke Peterson and Brooklyn Legal are on the bench.
Paige Perkins with that steal.
As we will have a foul coming up on Platteville. It'll be before the shot. So that will be team foul number 6.
Holly Casper. So the Hornets will be in the bonus for the rest of the half.
Hornets get it in. There's Allison Schaff trying to go up with the drive, but blocked and picked up by Cassie Hamer. She goes in and rebounded. I believe that was Holly Casper with the rebound. She gets the bucket and the foul.
Paige Perkins committed the foul.
So just like that, Platteville is back within 5 points of the Hornets. At 19-14, 3:49 left in the first half. And that free throw is long. Struggling to control, jump ball coming, and it will go back to the Hornets.
The Richland Center Athletic Booster Club assists our Richland Center Hornets and our community by providing equipment, services, and encouragement to Hornet teams and coaches. The Booster Club support helps our young people reach their achievement goals in both scholastics and athletics. If you'd like to help, join us the first Wednesday of the month at 5:30 p.m. at Richland Center High School. The Richland Center Athletic Booster Club. It used to be that in order for us to be convenient, we practically had to be in your backyard. But now you can visit WCCU Credit Union from your home, at work, while you're shopping, or away at college. Just log into your WCCU account from your phone or other mobile device to see your balances, transfer money, pay bills, and much more. You can even access them from your Facebook page. But what really sets WCCU apart is that your questions are still answered by local people you've come to know and trust. For worldwide convenience with local service, visit WCCU Credit Union, with offices in Westby, Viroqua, Richland Center, Reedsburg, Cashton, Lake Delton, and now open in Baraboo. Or visit us online at wccucreditunion.coop.
Helping you build a better life. WCCU Credit Union feels so right.
So a lot of missed free throws by both teams early on in this contest. Hornets trying to get it in. Gets it into Brooke Peterson. Up to Madison Reisner, who again, another Hornet player, can seem to have wide court.
Madison two players couldn't get any help down there.
No. Everyone just kind of stopped in the middle of the court.
She had to try to play that herself, and that's tough to do with a couple of defenders on her.
Yeah, it's great job by Platteville to get 2 back, as we're going to have a travel coming up on Cassie Hamer. So another turnover on Platteville tonight, as we'll see a 5-player substitution again. So trying to keep the legs fresh is Jim Lovinger.
Platooner.
Going a little hockey style in this basketball game tonight. The pass is taken away by Claire Tashter, so that Platteville press is coming up big in that second quarter. Driving the lane, missed shot. That was Lexi Booten. Great defense to get her off balance as the ball went out of bounds last touch by Platteville. So we'll see if this Hornet squad can get it in on the pressure. Again, almost dropped by Cassidy Whitney.
Heavy pressure.
Hornets kind of in a scoring drought at this moment. Let's see Brooklyn Legal as she ends that scoring drought. Another 3 on the night, 22-14. I believe that's her 6th 3 of the game.
Correct.
Amazing performance. 18 of the 22 points coming from Brooklyn Legal. As Brooklyn Legal gets the steal. Cassidy Whitney back to Brooklyn Legal on top. Allison Schaff to Brooke Peterson. Back to Cassidy Whitney for 3, and she sinks the 3. The Hornets have come to life from beyond the arc against Platteville, 25-14, 2:20 to go in the first half. Down low is Platteville's Sierra Brecky, as it's rebounded by the Hornets, brought up by Brooklyn Legal. She's trying to get to Brooke Peterson, but the pass is just late. Probably almost could have just drove that herself.
2:09. Yep, that was a tough pass to handle on the end line.
So here's Sierra Brecky again. This time she gets it to fall. 25-16, just under 2 minutes to go in the first half. As Cassidy Whitney goes around the defender. Shot is short, picked up by Brooke Peterson. That's also short. Again, Brooke Peterson down low. Brooke Peterson gets another rebound, but taken away by Sierra Brecky, but steps out of bounds. So Brooke Peterson had 3 opportunities, just couldn't get enough touch on the ball. As we see Brooklyn Legal quickly come back in the game for Allison Schaff. 1:44 remaining in the second quarter. Just getting it inbounds, as there's another 3 by Brooklyn Legal. Rebounded by Cassidy Whitney. Here's another 3, and it's good! Brooklyn Legal 28-16. Lead the way for this Hornet squad. 3 ball number 7. I wonder what the school record is. She's got to be nearing that.
I don't know.
As the rebound by Brooklyn Legal, she is fouled by Sierra Brecky. And Brooklyn Legal will go to the line to shoot some free throws.
First on Brecky is the 7th team foul now on Platteville. 1:20 left in the half.
So if she hits this free throw, that'd probably be her first bucket besides a 3, I think. So there's the free throw, and it is missed, and it will be tapped out of bounds by Cassidy Whitney.
Nova Video Productions, downtown Richland Center, provides complete video production facilities, equipment, and services. Call Ben Kelch at 647-4246 for help with your project. Nova operates the local cable access channels under a contract with the City of Richland Center. Watch Our Town every week, and also tune in for Hornet Replay and other special programming. Nova Video Productions. Support for Hornet Replay comes from the Richland Hospital in Richland Center. Richland Hospital and Richland Sports Medicine is proud to support Hornet Athletics.
Brooklyn Legal will get some great resting time, great performance in this opening half. Coming in is Allison Schaff once again for the Hornets. Platteville trying to respond. Probably one of the best offensive performances of the season as a big push-off by Ashley Booten. And this time, Brittany Chrisman gets a 3 to fall for the Hillman, and it's 28-19. Under a minute to go in the second quarter. Cassidy Whitney gets it to Allison Schaff. To Peterson. Her shot is blocked. And Platteville will get another shot to get a little bit closer to the Hornets. Struggling is Platteville. Gets it to Cassie Hamer. Hamer going in for the drive. Misses and rebounded by Brooke Peterson. Up to Lexi Ewing. Allison Schaff on the corner. It's going to be deflected out of bounds by the Hornets, is what the ref is saying. 24.5 seconds to go. So we'll see what Platteville does. Cassie Hamer gets it off to Ashley Booten. Over to Hannah Digman, and that rims out for the 3. Hornets need to work fast. 3 seconds. Way early. Nice pass, almost. It was a shot pass to Allison Schaff, and she gets fouled with 0.6 seconds on the clock. So a lucky break are the Hornets. Cassie Whitney must have thought there was less time than what there was, and she shot the ball way early. But to the line is Allison Schaff shooting 2. And she sinks the first one. 29-19. This will be a big 2 points if she can get the next free throw heading into the locker room. And she does. It's 30-19 as Platteville will let time expire. So a great performance, hands down performance, especially by Brooklyn Legal. She had 7 threes in that first half and leads the Hornets 21 of the 30 points.
Crossroads Youth Ministry, Richland Center, serving the young people of Richland Center and Richland County since 1989. Crossroads provides a safe place for youth to come and play and learn about Jesus Christ. Adults volunteer to help impact the lives of our young people in a positive and meaningful way. By planting the seeds of fruit in the lives of youth within our community, Crossroads Youth Ministry gives them hope and helps equip them with the resources needed to meet the challenges of life. Jones Chevrolet Buick Cadillac Incorporated, Richland Center. Visit us at joneschev.com. We are the car and truck people of Southwest Wisconsin. Highway 14 East, phone 647-3788. Chevy, find new roads. Looking at halftime scoring, our unofficial totals for Platteville show Rachel Emmendorfer and Sierra Brecky leading the way with 4 apiece. 3 points for Lexi Booten and 3 for Brittany Chrisman. 2 points each for Cassie Hamer and Holly Casper, and 1 for Ashley Booten for the total of 19. For Richland Center, Brooklyn Legal leads the way with 21. All coming on triples, 7 of them. 4 points for Madison Reisner. 3 for Cassidy Whitney, also a triple. Allison Schaaf has 2 to round out the total of 30 for Richland Center. Nobody in foul trouble on either side. Brooklyn Legal had 2 first quarter fouls for the Hornets. She stayed away from foul trouble for the rest of the half. Claire Tashner also had 2 for Platteville in the first quarter, and she had no more trouble. And Holly Casper has 2, 1 in each quarter of the first half, but no one else has more than 1 for either team. In the varsity reserve action tonight, it was Platteville 50 and Richland Center 26. And in the varsity contest here at the half, it is Richland Center 30 and Platteville 19. Every day of every week, Bernstad's Market in the Richland Square brings you variety, quality, and great service. Proud to support our local youth, they invite you to join in too. And shop Bernstad's Market each week for great buys and bargains. That's Bernstad's Market in the Richland Square Shopping Center. City Utilities Richland Center, providing electric, water, and wastewater recycling services to the entire city. Our staff consists of local people you know and trust, who provide the best service available at a reasonable cost. Richland Center, a WPPI energy community, and a public utilities community since 1880. Ryan, the big challenge for Platteville is, for the second half, is to try to keep the ball away from Brooklyn Legal. They just have not been able to keep her from getting open.
No, the Hornets have done a great job. They've worked it inside and being able to find Brooklyn Legal wide open from beyond the arc. And we've even seen a couple of other players as the Hornets open up the second half here at the field house. Again, we were talking at the half, I just wonder what the school record is for threes made in a game. Brooklyn Legal's definitely got to be up there so far, hitting 7 triples on the night. Amazing performances. Hopefully she can keep that going as she handles the ball right now on top of the key. As we're getting down low is Madison Reisner. Nice job by Brooke Peterson to find her as the Hornets open up strong in the third quarter and lead 32-19 against Platteville. I think this is the team that everyone was expecting to see in February, as that shot by Platteville airs out. Again, Platteville struggling from beyond the arc as Brooklyn Legal finds Brooke Peterson, and she is fouled on the shot. So great job by Brooklyn Legal to Brooke Peterson, an unselfish pass.
Ashley Booden with her first. 7:08 to go in the third quarter.
So shooting 2 is Brooke Peterson. This has probably been the struggle for tonight for this Hornet squad, is the free throws, which is uncharacteristic of this team, as she misses the first one. Disappointed in herself. And she hits the second one to give the Hornets a 33-19 advantage. So the Hornets go on a short 3-0 run to open up the second half. As Ashley Button works it, baseline, back to Sierra Brecky. She shoots 3, rims out, rebounded by Platteville. Another 3 coming, and it's another air ball by Ashley Booten, so she is off tonight. I think last year this Platteville squad was a very great three-point shooter team. That's what really helped them throughout the season. So great job with the press as the Hornets to get it in, as Madison Reisner brings it across, as they will set up their offense. There's Brooklyn Legal. She's not going to hesitate, and it's in. Another 3 for Brooklyn Legal. 36-19, number 8 on the night. We're going to have to start getting 3 signs for the student section, like they do for strikeouts in baseball, except they're Ks. An amazing performance thus far for Brooklyn Legal as Ashley Booten takes the shot, and it's in. So Platteville gets their first points of the second half. 36-21, Richland Center still leads. Fast pace is this Hornets as Madison Reisner one too many passes trying to get to Cassidy Whitney and taken away by Cassie Hamer. As Hamer gets it to Sierra Brecky, and that's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Hornets.
Long time in the lane there.
Yeah, that's too bad for Madison Reisner. I think she had a clear lane, but I thought she must have thought she seen Cassidy Whitney open on the other side instead of just taking the ball herself. So almost a little too unselfish for Madison Reisner that time. So the Hornets working it. There's Sierra Brecky with the drive. Way off the mark. And rebounded by Lexi Ewing. So pressure by Platteville as the Hornets get across the timeline. There's Ewing to Reisner. Back to Ewing. Peterson as they find Brooklyn Legal. She's taking a quick shot. This time just misses.
Not quite
Set. She had to take that step back.
No.
I think if she should have just took the long two, it probably would have been a good long two. As the shot, they're just trying to air up anything, is Lexi Booten. Rebounded by the Hornets. Probably got to be a very frustrated Platteville squad at this point, as Brooke Peterson misses the layup. Rebounded by Madison Reisner, and she is fouled on the shot. So great job by Madison Reisner getting the rebound.
Falls on Sierra Brecky. That's her second. Second team foul on Platteville here in the third quarter.
So the Hornets have a 15-point advantage with just about 5 minutes as Madison Reisner airballs the free throw. Again, probably one of the only things the Hornets have struggled tonight is their free throw shooting. Especially coming off a team that was probably their best thing to open up the season against Sauk Prairie was their free throw shooting.
Reisner has missed, made, missed.
And another miss coming. And so the score still remains 36-21. So here's a three coming from Rachel Emmendorfer off the mark as the Platteville get a good bounce. There's Ashley Booten. So back-to-back air balls by Platteville. Again rebounded. Driven to the lane is Holly Casper, but not enough mustard on it as it's rebounded by Brooklyn Legal. Lexi Ewing to Madison Reisner here on the Deer side. Brooke Peterson. The pass from Lexi Ewing is tipped and then taken away by Platteville. As here's the drive by Cassie Hamer, and it is good. 36-23 now, Hornets lead. Hornets might be trying to take too many passes on offense early on in this third quarter. As Lexi Ewing controls the dribble off to Madison Reisner. Finds Brooke Peterson in the lane as her pass sails over top of Cassidy Whitney. So another turnover for this Hornets squad as Allison Schaff will come into the game. She will come in for Brooklyn Legal. Getting a deserved rest at the 3:45 mark of the third quarter. So the Hornets have had their way as Platteville had a wide open Claire Tashner, but the pass is off the mark as Holly Casper hits the jumper as Platteville gets in 36-25 as we have a timeout on the floor with 3:31 in the third quarter. Richland Center leads 36-25.
State Representative Ed Brooks of Reedsburg supports our youth and their activities. Paid for by Brooks for Assembly. Paul Rasmussen, Treasurer. Free agent with every policy. Free discount double check, too. Julie Cairns will make sure your auto coverage is the best fit. then show you all the State Farm discounts you could be getting. See Julie at 100 North Main Street in Richland Center or call 647-3632. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
So after timeout, Platteville goes on a little run as that pass is knocked out of bounds by Rachel Emmendorfer. Platteville has played a very tough pressure.
Yep, good hustle by Platteville there to knock the ball away.
They're staying with it as they get within 11 points of this Hornet team. They did have as much as a 15-point advantage. Going on a 4-0 run. As Cassie Whitney almost gets it picked. Lexi Ewing back to Madison Reisner. Brooke Peterson is on top, trying to get to Allison Schaff. Double defended as Cassie Whitney, an errant pass. Platteville having troubles passing the ball as well. They've had some opened players, but unable to get them. As a charge called on Platteville. Great job by Brooke Peterson getting set.
Cassie Hamer.
Great hustle by Brooke Peterson to get in position.
Yep.
That's probably one of the toughest calls to get in high school basketball is that charge call. As she will get a rest after doing a great job. Hornets get it in. Cassidy Whitney will bring it up. Over to Lexi Ewing as that pass sails wide of the mark. Rachel Emmendorfer. Lexi Ewing doing a great job.
Yep, the pressure by Emmendorfer
forced her to go way wide.
Pass.
So nice to see this Platteville squad still putting full effort, wanting to try and make a big comeback. As we see a nice shot by Holly Casper. So that gets them within 9 points at 36-27. 2:25 remaining in the third quarter. Hornets stalling out here. Again, had as much as a 15-point advantage. As we see two defenders on Brooklyn Legal. She had the ball on top of the... Hornets trying to get it inside, but great job by Platteville. Getting it off to Brooklyn. Here's another quick three, just off the mark again. And it will be touched by the Hornets. Again, maybe a little bit too quick of a shot by Brooklyn Legal.
She didn't have much time.
No, she didn't. Not being able to set her feet. Hornets need to get a stop as Platteville has rallied within under double digits, only trailing by 9 points. As we have too many players on the court for Platteville. They're trying to decide which player they want to substitute. As Cassie Hamer will go to the bench. Hornets doing a fake press as they retreat now. Nice job by Lexi Ewing, almost getting the steal. Again, the Hornets have kind of struggled late in this third quarter, getting some points on the board. That has allowed Platteville to get back within 9. Here's the drive by Sierra Brecky, but she trips and picked up by Cassidy Whitney. So a great defense. Hornets had Madison Reisner deep. Just didn't see her as Allison Schaff works it back to Lexi Ewing. Air balls rebounded by Brooklyn Legal. As she brings it all the way around. Back to Madison Reisner. Whitney to Ewing to Brooklyn Legal as she is fouled on the drive, but it will be on the floor, so no free throws coming. That will be team foul number 4 coming up as Holly Casper gets her 3rd personal. So 1:12 remaining in the 3rd quarter as the Hornets get it to Madison Reisner. She is fouled before the shot again. So fouls adding up for Platteville. That will be their 5th team. That one's coming up against Lexi Buden, her 1st. As we see Maddie Carroll coming in for Holly Casper. So 5 fouls on Platteville as the Hornets pass again. Hope it was deflected by Platteville. Did not see that.
Yeah, it was.
As Coach Board, he will quickly get Brooke Peterson back into the game. Hornets just got it in. Cassidy Whitney works it off to Brooke Peterson. The Brooklyn Legal to Peterson, back to Legal, and there it's good. Number 9 on the night for Brooklyn Legal, 39-27 as Sierra Brecky drives, and she is going to be traveling with the ball, trying to get anything going for this Platteville squad. So another chance for Brooklyn Legal as she finds Lexi Ewing. Can she get it in? And it's going to be a foul on Sierra Brecky.
It's the only way Brecky could stop the layup. That's her 3rd personal.
Team 6.
Yep.
So fouls will become an issue for Platteville in the 4th quarter. The rest of the way, Richland Center will be shooting free throws. The quick pass to Madison Reisner, and it is in. 41-27. 40 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. So as Platteville had momentum, Richland Center will end the 3rd quarter rebuilding their lead. Platteville working it on the outside. There's Sierra Brecky on top. There's Ashley Booten as she shots, goes wide, rebounded by Brooklyn Legal. So 15 seconds for this Hornet squad to get one final shot. There's Brooklyn with the drive, blocked. Nice block by Ashley Booten as they get it up front, and it's going to be off the mark.
1.6 seconds.
We'll see if Richland Center has any. We'll see if they can get it off in time. Hornets trying to get it in. It's a deep pass by Cassidy Whitney, but
nobody touched it.
No one touched it, so no time off. Too far of a pass.
Clock doesn't start until a player touches the ball inbounds. So
she started her pass just a little bit too early, and no one could catch up to it. So now,
but she had to throw it.
Yeah,
she was running out of time.
Yep. So Platteville gets it under their own basket. We'll see if they can get one final shot off. As Ashley Booten takes too many dribbles and would have had the basket, but no shot. And after 3, as it's been all Brooklyn Legal for Richland Center, they lead 41-27 over Platteville.
Culligan, your water store for farm, home, and industry. Water softeners, bottled water, and salt delivery, plus drinking water systems. Phone 647-3444 for Culligan. Hey, Culligan man. Genuine Telecom, your local solution for all technology needs, including but not limited to telephone, digital TV, internet, business circuits, and data services. Call 608-647-2345 or stop by our offices at 1027 North Jefferson Street in Richland Center, or visit us online at www.genuinetel.com. Genuine Telecom.
So Platteville will start in the fourth quarter, as it's been all Brooklyn legal for Richland Center. The one player Platteville has failed to stop. She has just as many points as Platteville tonight so far, as they lead at 41-27 as we get underway in the fourth quarter. There's Sierra Brecky with the drive, and she gets it to roll. So right off the get-go, Platteville gets a bucket, and they trail 41-29. As we will have a timeout from Richland Center. It will be a full timeout as they were about to fail the inbounds again on that tough pressure. Again, in early in the fourth quarter, Richland Center leads 41-29.
University of Wisconsin-Richland. The U for you. Alcam Creamery is your local supplier of delicious, creamy butter since 1946. We take fresh cream and produce the best butter solids, butter quarters, whipped butter, and, of course, our premium hand-rolled butter. Try some creamy Alcam butter today. It's just like Grandma used to make. Remember, everything tastes better with butter. Alcam butter.
So after timeout, Coach Board going through the technique of trying to break this Platteville pressure, as we've seen it all night long and all season long, as it's an errant pass by Brooklyn Legal trying to get Lexi Ewing picked up by Platteville, as they find Holly Casper down low, and 4 points right out the get-go for Platteville. They trail by 10, 41-31. As there's Lexi Ewing all the way down the court, and she gets it to fall. It's 43-31. Richland Center gets a bucket back.
Lexi's first points of the night.
As a long three by Holly Casper, just short, as it's rebounded by the Hornets. Up the court is Cassidy Whitney over to Brooklyn Legal. Lexi Ewing on the far side. As they get it down low to Madison Reisner, she tries to shoot. It's off the mark and rebounded by Platteville.
Reisner was just trying to put one up and draw a foul, but no whistle.
Nope. At first I thought she was called with a foul on that play, but just knocked out of bounds by Reisner. So Platteville has possession. There's a three off the mark.
Whoa!
As Brooklyn Legal gets pushed to the deck.
Where's the foul on that?
As Cassie Hamer tries to get Platteville going from beyond the three. Just hasn't happened tonight. Again, Hornets struggling to get it in, as they finally get it into Cassie Whitney. As she pushes up to Lexi Ewing, she has a open court. Nice pass to Brooke Peterson, and it rims out. Tough break for Brooke Peterson, who had a great shot. As Platteville now pushes it up the court. There's Cassie Hamer with the drive and gets it to go. Back within 10 is Platteville at 43-33, and wide open is Lexi Ewing down low. Can she get it? As she's fouled before the shot by Sierra Brecky. So again, Lexi Ewing is being able to break away, as Platteville has not been able to pick her up. And she will shoot one-on-one, trying to get the bonus. That's the 7th team foul for Platteville, 4th for Sierra Brecky. And the free throw is off the mark for Lexi Ewing, so another missed free throw tonight for the Hornets. There's Lexi Buden. Maddie Carroll back. Holly Casper as she picks up the shot, and another bucket for Holly Casper, as that gets them within 8, 43-35. Platteville not going away, 5:40 remaining in this fourth quarter. Hornets need to respond. Lexi Ewing gets it into Brooke Peterson. Back to Ewing, over to Whitney.
Holly Casper had 2 points in the first half. She has 8 in the second half.
Yeah, she has come to life for this Platteville squad. As the pass is going to be wide of the mark, so great pressure by Platteville to force Brooklyn Legal to make that pass wide of the mark, and a big turnover for Richland Center. So Platteville can get within 6 or possibly 5 points of Richland Center as we're nearing the 5-minute mark. As they get it down to Sierra Brecky, she is fouled on the shot. Looks like that's going to come up against Madison Reisner. So that will be the first team foul of the second half for Richland Center, second for Madison Reisner. But Platteville is only trailing by 8. As the first free throw is missed. Platteville's got to be thinking to themselves, you know, we're still in this.
Oh, they're very much in it. No question about that.
It'll be the longest 5 minutes for Richland Center as the free throw is missed, and it will go out of bounds. Last touch by Platteville.
Well, break for the Hornets. The Hillman miss a pair.
Yeah, especially with time stopped. Hornets need to get it in as it will slip through the hands of Cassidy Whitney. So
the press is really working for Platteville right now.
It sure is. This young squad, just do they have enough in the engine to get to the end and pick up an opening conference win? As Sierra Brecky tries to go inside, Brooke Peterson can't. As Lexi Buden's pass, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Bad decision by Brooklyn Legal. Definitely don't want to do that in front of the ref. That's going to get called every time. Elbows.
Yeah, that's a pretty good elbow that Brooklyn threw, but she's getting tired of the pressure.
Yeah, I think maybe it might have been a little bit of a revenge on when she got pushed down earlier.
A statement,
yeah. So again, Platteville, as they find Sierra Brecky down low, she is fouled. I think that's going to be Brooklyn Legal once again. So that will be her fourth if it is.
Yep.
As she comes over to talk with Coach Board. So despite having 27 points on the night, 4 personal fouls coming on Brooklyn Legal, as another missed free throw by Sierra Brecky. So the Hornets getting a break. That's her third straight miss from the free throw line. Both teams struggling tonight from the free throw line. Hornets have missed quite a few, and she gets this one to fall. Platteville is within 7, 43-36, 4:50 remaining in the game. Platteville has come all the way back.
Hornets with just 2 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they have struggled. They've had some very close shots just rim out. As Madison Reisner tries driving baseline. Great job of holding onto the ball. Almost lost it as she gets fouled on the shot. So the Madison Reisner, the freshman, coming through big time for Coach Steve Board.
Second foul on Cassie Hamer.
8th team foul.
5, 6, 7, 8. Wow.
That's going to play big down the stretch here as the free throw rims out for Madison Reisner. Another missed free throw. As both teams making some substitution, Allison Schaff comes into the game for Richland Center. 4:33 remaining. Here's shot number 2 from Madison Reisner, and she gets the home roll, makes it 44-36. Back to an 8-point advantage is Richland Center. Platteville has done a great job inside. Great job by Cassie Whitney, almost get the steal on Ashley Buden. As she gets it off to Brittany Chrisman, almost misses it, and her pass goes off the mark.
Hornets turning the tables here with the pressure and creating the turnover. Forced error.
Yes. coming up big. That's a big stop for this Hornet team. Platteville had consecutive drives there where they've gotten some fouls on the Hornets. As nice job by this Hornet squad. Great defense by Lexi Ewing to clear the way for Madison Reisner. And that gets it back up to a 10-point advantage, 46-36, 4 minutes left in the game. As the ball is lost, picked up by Brittany Crispin, rolls right to her, and she has an easy layup, 46-38. As Lexi Ewing tries to drive, finds Madison Reisner, and she gets the layup. As both teams are now trading buckets, it's 48-38. As the pace has really picked up, and a traveling call on Holly Casper. So another big turnover by Platteville. And they will call timeout. 3:35 left in the game. Hornets lead Platteville 48-38.
KCS, Call Communication Systems, your authorized U.S. cellular agent, located at 2494 Highway 14 East, Richland Center. KCS offers complete cell phone sales and service and supports the Richland Center Hornets and all our area youth. Call KCS at 647-7104. Support for Hornet Replay comes from Country Kitchen, Richland Center, located at Ramada Inn, 1450 Veterans Drive. Open at 6 a.m. daily, Country Kitchen offers their delicious breakfasts anytime. Enjoy their daily buffet with mouth-watering selections and variations. And they offer great senior and kids menus too. For great food and great service, it's Country Kitchen, Richland Center.
And welcome back to the Richland Center High School Fieldhouse after timeout. It's been an amazing night to open up SWC play, especially for Brooklyn Legal, who has 27 points on the night. 27 of the 48 coming from Brooklyn Legal. Amazing performance, all threes. Hornets trying to hang on. They lead by 10, 3:35 to go in the game, as they are trying to break this very tough Platteville pressure all night long. As Brooklyn drives in the two defenders, as she loses the ball, Platteville will recover. So not what Coach Board wanted to do after timeout. Platteville, here's a three from Ashley Buden. Again, airballs it, and we have a jump ball. She has just been off the mark all night long for Platteville. That's definitely who I probably don't want to see shooting the three. She hasn't even come close.
3:11 left in the game.
So Brooklyn Legal trying to get it in. She gets it to Cassidy Whitney. And she goes up the sideline. Defended by Cassie Hamer. As they find Brooke Peterson down low, and her shot just over the top of the bucket. And rebounded by Platteville. They work it up fast. Here's Rachel Emmendorfer driving lane, trying to pass it to Holly Casper. Picked up by Emmendorfer, back to Holly Casper, and she gets the bucket to roll. 48-40.
She's not going to miss in that range.
No. 2:35, and we have another timeout coming with Richland Center. So the Hornets, it's something they've seen all season long, but still struggling to get that inbounds pass in.
12 points for Holly Casper. Wallace, Cooper, and Elliott Insurance is a locally owned and operated independent agency that has been serving Southwest Wisconsin since 1947. They are proud to represent Liberty Mutual Fire Insurance Company, a leader in farm and home insurance for the past 141 years. Please call Wallace, Cooper, and Elliott Insurance at 647-6311 soon for a free, no-obligation farm or home quote with Liberty Mutual Fire Insurance Company. We want to be your local hometown agency.
So what a way to open up SWC play for the Hornets tonight. It'll definitely be a big statement if they can hold on and win. Getting back-to-back wins on the weekend. Of course, they got a tough non-conference game coming up against Onalaska. So 3 games on the week as the Hornets get it in to Madison Reisner, back to Legal as she gets it across the timeline. Legal struggling to get it in. She finds Cassidy Whitney over to Brooke Peterson, and she lays it in. Great teamwork by the Hornets to push it back to a 10-point lead, 50-40, 2:13 to go, as we have a kick call. And we'll see a quick substitution. Allison Schaff returning for the Hornets.
First field goal of the night for Brooke Peterson. It's 3 points total.
Yeah, amazing. If you think about it, only 3 for her, and Hornets have a 10-point advantage. Of course, it helps that Brooklyn Legal has scored as much as probably 4 players on a normal night. So Platteville, there's Rachel Emmendorfer with the shot, and it is nothing but net. Great shot by Rachel Emmendorfer, 50-42, 1:55 remaining. 8-point advantage again for the Hornets. This is the closest that Platteville has gotten all night long as they find a wide open Lexi Ewing down low. Great job as she pushes it back to within 10, 52-42. As the pass bounces off Sierra Brecky's hands right to Brooke Peterson as she almost passes it away. As a foul coming on Holly Casper.
There'll be 4 on Casper.
Team number 9. So 1-and-1 coming up for Madison Reisner, who has struggled from the line tonight. And the Hornets as a team has struggled from the line. I believe we counted 6 of 16 on that last time out.
Yep.
So 10 points they've left off the board tonight for the Hornets. As it rims out for the Hornets, rebounded by Platteville, 1:20 to go. Hornets cling to a 10-point lead. Here's a 3 by Sierra Brecky, and she sinks it. 52-45, that gets them within 7. That's the closest they've been as Brooklyn Legal falls to the court. And a nice pass from not traveling as she had to go down to one knee. She gets it off to Cassidy Whitney and is fouled quickly. 1:04 remaining.
Second foul on Rachel Emmendorfer.
10th team foul. Only 3 for the Hornets in the second half. An amazing feat, especially as this Hornet team squad plays. And it's in and out for Lexi Ewing. The free throws have not come tonight for this Hornet squad. And she will get number 2 to fall. 53-45. Back to an 8-point lead. 1 minute. As Sierra Brecky takes another shot, it rims short. Rebounded by Legal, as she gets it up to Lexi Ewing. Hornets trying to waste as much time, but nope. As Madison Reisner sees a wide open lane, she will drive it, and it's back to 10 points, 55-45. 40 seconds to go. Hornets on their way to opening up an open conference win against Platteville. As the shot goes wide for Rachel Emmendorfer. Here's Holly Casper. She sinks a 3. It's 55-48. Richland Center. And the pass goes errant. Ashley Buden back to Rachel Emmendorfer. And it just rims out. Rebounded by Brooklyn Legal. 12 seconds remaining. That would have been a big 3 as they're within 55-48. That would have brought them within 4 points. But just misses. It's Holly Casper. So to the line, shooting 2 is Brooklyn Legal. As she hits her first free throw, 56-48. And she hits the second one, so she is 2 of 2 from the line. 57-48, 10 seconds remaining as the pass down low to Rachel Emmendorfer. She misses, picked up by Cassie Whitney with 1 second remaining, and that's your ball game. Richland Center picks up back-to-back wins as they open up the SWC Conference with a win over conference foe Platteville, 57-48.
Well, looking at unofficial scoring, Holly Casper leading Platteville with 15 points tonight, including a triple. Sierra Brecky with 10. And it drops off to Cassie Hamer and Rachel Emmendorfer with 6 apiece. 5 for Brittany Chrisman, and 3 each for Ashley Buden and Lexi Buden. A total of 48 for the Hillman. For Richland Center, Brooklyn Legal with 29. 9 3-pointers and 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. I had to add that up. And a total of 29. Madison Reisner also in double figures for the Hornets with 15 hard-fought points on the inside. And then it drops off drastically. Cassidy Whitney and Lexi Ewing with 4 apiece. Brooke Peterson with 3 and Allison Schaff with 2. The Hornets total of 57. It was Richland Center jumping out to a 16-9 lead in the first quarter, after 1 quarter. And Brooklyn Legal had 4 of her triples in that first period. She had 3 more in the second quarter. And the Hornets led at the half, 30-19. And then Brooklyn dropped off to 2 triples in the third quarter. But the Hornets led 41-27. And then the final 57-48. So by quarter for Platteville, 9, 10, 8, and 21. For Richland Center, 16, 14, 11, and 16. And the varsity reserve tonight, Platteville 50, Richland Center 26. But Ryan, bright spots tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I guess you got to say Brooklyn Legal comes to mind first. I mean, especially the way she started those first 2 games of the season. This is a game that she definitely needed tonight, and this is something we all expected coming into the season, seeing a performance like this. Maybe not 9 threes in a game, but being there, making the threes, and giving the Hornets an early lead and letting their defense do the rest of the work. As we've seen their defense, turnover-wise, the Hornets did a great job of pressuring this Platteville squad down low early in the game. And, of course, they struggled a little bit down the stretch with that press.
Well, that Platteville press was relentless, though.
Yeah, and that really helped them to get that 21 points in that fourth quarter and give them a shot. They could have gotten, I believe, within, 55-40, within 4 points of the Hornets. But, 20 seconds ago, if that 3 had fallen for Platteville. But a great rebound by the Hornets, and, they're going to come away with a great way to start the conference season.
That's the story of tonight's contest. Final score once again was Richland Center 57 and Platteville 48. Thanks to our many fine sponsors for making our telecast possible. Please patronize them as they really support Hornet sports. Thanks also to everyone here at Richland Center High School and to you, our viewers. Now this is Rod Perry along with Ryan Zolik and our camera operator Deidre Perry saying so long for now. The 21st consecutive year of Hornet Replay is a feature of Perry Productions.